Hello and welcome to BioX's. A healthy, happy green vegetative plant will always yield the most delicious fruits or flowers. To achieve the best results with your vegetative crops, always ensure to follow our 5 helpful tips for vigorous results. 1. Environmental control. Maintain a healthy airflow throughout the grow room. This prevents stratification of air surrounding the leaves, ensures adequate CO2, and encourages stronger stems through the production of lignin and cellulose. Keep a slightly higher humidity during the vegetative period, between 60 to 70% is generally ideal for lush green growth. 2. Nitrogen power. The plant uses high levels of nitrogen during vegetative growth, but lower levels are required during the seedling, clone, and flowering stages. N is mainly responsible for leaf and stem growth and is most active in young buds, shoots, and leaves. Being mobile within the plant, N deficiencies are easily remedied with a foliar application. 3. Love the right lighting. For indoor horticulturalists, the spectral quality and quantity of your grow lighting is essential. Using lamps that emit a higher ratio of blue/white light encourages shorter internodal spacing, stronger cell development, and thicker stems. Traditionally, some growers use metal halide globes during the vegetative state for stockier plants, but we suggest adding CMH, ceramic metal halide, luminaires. These lamps have an incredibly high color rendering index, ensuring powerful vegetative growth and increased essential oil and resin production in flower. 4. We help nature makes the best flowers. BioX has incorporated several organic compounds into our feeding regime. These organic biostimulants encourage much faster plant development through a range of natural biological processes. They gently interact with the roots, the substrate, the mycorrhizal, and beneficial bacteria, and this stimulates a more efficient uptake of nutrients. Enzymes help to break down dead root matter and convert unusable compounds into more absorbable forms. Sea kelp also provides a whole assortment of delicious trace elements and even aids as a stress reliever. 5. Keep your pH in check. The pH, the acidity or alkalinity of an aqueous solution, affects the uptake of certain nutrients and should be carefully monitored in both hydroponic and soil cultivation. The influence of hydrogen ions, H+, affects the capacity of positively or negatively charged ions within the soil, water, or growing medium. Our range of nutrients is pH stable, which ensures they will adjust the pH when added to water at the correct ratios. However, as plants grow, they use certain compounds, and the root exudates and mucilage influence the ratios within the water. It's always worth checking the pH of your reservoir and run off with an accurately calibrated pH pen. Also, note that not all tap water is created equal. During the vegetative stage, your plant leaf and stem development are powerful and exciting. They will thrive if given the right conditions and grow into a beautiful fruiting crop. For best results, always ensure to follow our recommended feed charts and don't overwater. We understand that flora utilize different ratios and quantities of mineral nutriment during the distinctive stages of growth and according to their environmental conditions. When flowering, the growth patterns and internal chemistry changes, stems elongate, leaf structure varies, green chlorophyll production slows, and less nitrogen is required. To reach the plant's floral genetic potential, we need to understand and recognize these physiological changes in our crops so we can adjust accordingly. Try following our 5 steps for blooming and see the results firsthand. 1. Select your genetics carefully. For the best possible results in any field of horticulture, it's essential, to begin with, the best possible genetics available for the selected plant species. Regardless of the seasonal weather and how much I neglected them, they still outperformed my average store-bought strawberry seedlings. Try searching online for the elite providers of your desired plant species, and try to pick genetics that suits your current climate. 2. Environmental control. For generative growth in photoperiodic plants, we understand the required lighting is usually 12 hours off. We need to remember the changes that occur as lighting can drastically influence temperature and humidity levels. Always ensure you have appropriate environmental control to account for increased nighttime humidity spikes as well as daytime heat and humidity control. Aim for 50 to 60% humidity and you shouldn't encounter any problems. 3. Organic is always essential. Organic biostimulants such as kelp, amino acids, and enzymes aid in overall plant health through a variety of biological processes. Amino acids, for example, incite enzyme production and promote the natural breakdown of nutrients within the medium for increased plant consumption. Organics also encourage far greater beneficial bacteria, trichoderma, and mycorrhizal activity. This aids plant development in a beautiful symbiotic relationship. 4. Make your plants work harder. Crop manipulation and selective training will ensure you can maximize your spatial efficiency and get the most from every plant. Investigate the best relevant practices for your crop species, but always be tender to not shock the plant.